Hillary Clinton gave an interview on her shitty book called What Happened, and how she is coming back to open up rifts between the progressive and neoliberal corporate cocksucking left that has really not healed, and it's really fucking annoying because I hate Joy-Ann Reid and I hate Neera Tanden and I hate all these people because they're fucking morons. But anyways, check out this clip here.
As I watched Senator Sanders on TV yesterday defending himself from what you have said in your book, and I'm wondering, why did you go there, reopening a barely healed wound in your own party? Frankly, you know, one that's stepped on your own headlines.
Oh, I don't agree with that. I wanted to tell what happened, and the primary was part of what happened. I won a landslide victory in the primary. I know what it's like to win, and I know what it's like to lose. And when I lost to Barack Obama, I immediately turned around. I endorsed him. I worked for him. I convinced my supporters to vote for him. I didn't get the same respect from my primary opponent. And a lot of his supporters continue to harass and, you know, really go after my supporters all the time. And that feeds in, I think, to the whole sexism and misogyny part of this campaign. I had large groups of supporters who had to be private because if they lifted their head up online, if they were, you know, responding on a YouTube comment chain or on Twitter to something, they were just attacked, and the attacks were so sexist about, well, you're supporting a woman because you're a woman, and it just never really got to the
these
facts.
are the Bernie bros, so
well, yes, and they're still out there, and and I also make the point. Look,
but why give them material? Why not let them concentrate on the Trump administration?
Well, I'm concentrating on the Trump administration, and I am proud to be a Democrat. I've been a Democrat for decades. I have supported Democrats. I've worked for Democrats. Bernie's not a Democrat. And that's not a slam. That's what he says himself. And I think a lot of what he churned up in the primary campaign was very hurtful in the general election against me. And I see him doing the same thing. I see him, you know, with his supporters. He doesn't disown the things they say about, you know, some of my favorite Democrats, people like Kamala Harris, who is out there speaking up and speaking out, and she's being attacked.
So what you guys just saw is Hillary Clinton going after Bernie Sanders pretty hard. And, you know, that's what I fucking hate, man, because now you have Bernie Sanders being pulled by a bunch of different strings. There are people like sane progressive and crazy people like that who are really pissed at Bernie Sanders for endorsing Hillary Clinton and will never forgive him for that. And now they hate him as much as they hate Hillary Clinton. But Hillary Clinton doesn't seem to take that into account at all, that, hey, Bernie had to make a sacrifice to endorse this dumb bitch, and she doesn't seem to realize that. Now, you know, it starts out by saying, well, I wanted to tell what happened, and the primary was part of it, and all this shit. So she has to go and lie about her endorsement of Barack Obama. She was getting, she had been mathematically eliminated at a point, and she continued going for a long time. And she tried calling the superdelegates, trying to get them to flip, and she continued. You can look up articles. I just read a very deep, thorough one from 2008. It was written in 2008. It was called something like A Long Road to Clinton's End or something like that. Just go ahead and read about it. I want you guys to read about it, but because I don't want to butcher any stats here. But anyway, so, we have that big lie. She didn't do that at all. There was even we talked about on the show a Secular Talk video where, actually, we didn't talk about that video. My apologies. He has a video from 2008 when he first started saying, "Dear Hillary, stop." You can look that up if you want. Where he talks about how she's celebrating a win, but it's mathematically impossible for her to actually win. So that's such bullshit. And Bernie Sanders did literally everything he could. He endorsed her, told his voters to vote for her, all this other shit. I don't know what else you could want. And then towards the end, you reach the last card that Hillary Clinton has. Misogyny, sexism. The sexist people that I've seen are the Hillary supporters, because what you're doing is you're making it out to be women are just better people than men, which is fucking stupid because you have, you know, like, I saw a tweet of something saying, you know, oh, there's something wrong with telling a woman to not tell her story. How is that different than telling a man? There's no fucking difference. You know, the word sexist has been perverted so bad, and it pisses me off so much because I don't give a fuck if you have a vagina or if you have a penis. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is, hey, you called the TPP the gold standard. You voted for the border. You voted for the border bill in 2007. You voted for the Patriot Act, the Iraq War. You're a big regime changer in places like Libya. You're massively corrupt. There's the Elizabeth Warren story about how, as First Lady, she struck down she helped, anyway, she didn't do it directly, but she helped influence Congress to vote down a bill that would be horrible for the American people. It was a credit bill. And then when she was a senator, she voted for it because the credit company was all up in their pockets. We got, you know, her flip-flopping on gay marriage, being against it in 08. I mean, the list goes on and on, man. I really don't have all day to just keep talking about them because you've heard them all. But this is just so fucking sad. Go away. I hate hearing you speak. All I hear is lies. I can't trust you. You're like a monster. Support independent progressive media by leaving a subscription down below. Leave a like and share the video. Help us out on Patreon, or you can donate in other ways. Links are in the description down below. We are fighting Trump tooth and nail, and we will continue to do so with your help.